Hi, hello guys. Welcome to the third video in this Ionic app series. So like this series is how to build good and nice mobile apps. So in the last class we saw how we can build Ionic app from scratch with just like simple steps to take, right? So today we are gonna go a little bit step further, right? It's more code, but it's just more of copy and paste, right? So we're gonna use Ionic grid and cards, right, to build an interface which is for our home page that will look exactly like what I have on my slide here. So it's gonna be fun, and I think that you guys will like it, right? So the first thing that we need to do, so you remember we created our phone app, right? So if you have not watched the second video, this video will not be good for you, right? Because you need to create your app first before we continue from here. So the first thing that we need to do is to run our app, right? So from the command line, right, make sure that you have uh, bash selected. So if you don't have bash installed, you probably need to install git bash, right? So and git bash is, so you just come here, git bash. If you don't have git bash installed, so install git bash if you're on Mac or Windows, right? So once you install git bash, right, yeah, I mean, yeah, hopefully you have git bash, but if not, just follow the instruction here, download and install it, right? So then if you don't have it, so and you just install it, then you just need to close this and open it again. So and when you open your command prompt, which is from here, I told you guys how to open it. So just click terminal, click new, right? If you just open Visual Studio for the first time, then when you come here, make sure that you select bash, right? So and make sure that you are in the directory of your app, right? So you see this is fun app, so and this is fun app, right? So if you first open Visual Studio Code and you find yourself in, so let me clear this, like you check your terminal and you see mobile development, so that means you are in here and you need to come here. So what you do is just say change directory to fun app, right? Hopefully that's clear enough. Okay, so now let's run our app so that we can start building something that will look like this. All right, so to run our app again is Ionic serve, right? So this is going to open in our browser, hopefully in here. If yours doesn't open in Chrome, anywhere it opens, right, you just go there and copy the URL. So mine is open here luckily for me. So if it's not open in Chrome, because I think we need to use Chrome. So if it opens maybe like in Explorer or something, just come here, copy this thing, then come to Chrome and paste it in there. All right, so now that we have this, so let's first thing that we need to do is, you see this is showing tab 1 and showing this triangle, so we want this to be our home page, right? Then the icon should be home. So what we are going to do is we come here, come to your tabs folder, come to this tabs.page.html. all we need to do is this tab 1, we need to change it to home. Nice. Then the icon, this is the icon, we need to change the icon from triangle to home. Then you save. So let's see how that is going to come up nicely for us. Ooh, that's really cool, right? So the next thing is, this is going to be home page, so we don't need all this tab on and all of that, right? So let's go to our tab1.page.html. The first thing that we need to do, our title, we change it to home. Then this header we don't need it, so from here down to here, just delete everything. You save it and let's see what we got. So every time you make changes, save it and say it before you continue, right? So because you don't want to make mistakes and then you now go all the way back. That's not nice, right? Okay, cool. So we have our nice home and home. So now how do we do this? Okay, so I told you that it's grid and card, right? So the first thing I will do is grid. Okay, and the nice thing about building app with Ionic is most of the codes are there already for you. All you need is just copy and paste, right, and edit it, right? So you just need to know what to copy, where to copy it to, and what you need to change. So to copy the code for the grid, so you go to ionicframework.com.docs/component. I will try to put the link in the description. So you just have to look for grid in here. So grid, this is grid right here. Okay, so we need to do something like this, right? Because that's what our app says, but our own is just 2, not 3. So oops, I didn't need to do that. So we need to copy this grid code. So just copy all of this carefully, right? Highlight, copy, and let's go and put it. So we need to put it inside our content. So you can come up here first, then enter, then you paste it. Nice. So and remember, we only need 2 columns, right? We don't need the third one. So just delete this one and everyone is happy. Okay, so let's look at our app now. So you see we have 1 and 2, which is nice, right? So we are done with the grid for the first one. I think we should finish this one before we go to this. So let's just finish everything concerning this one. So we now need to put card. So card is this thing that looks like rectangle, right? Yeah, it's not square, it's rectangle. All right, so again we go to this cool place where they've written the code for us. All we need is just copy and paste and edit. So look for card. So we have card in here. Nice. So we need something like this. So all you have to do is just copy this old code, right? Ctrl C. So we want our card to be inside each column. So remove 1, put, so then like go to next line, then you paste it, right? Then for the second one, remove this one, new line, then you paste it, then you save. So let's see what we have. So you see, nice card right here. Then you can see from our design, we only need the header, we don't need the other things. So we don't need card subtitle and this one in here. So we don't need card subtitle, right? Then the content, we need image to be there, so we remove what is inside here for now. Then we don't need card subtitle for the second one, we don't need this one. And then the title for the first one is fun facts and jokes. Okay, so let's come here. Hopefully I'm not going fast. Fun fact. Well, let me tell you one fun fact. So I recorded this video first, and for the first time, and I was editing it, and there was no enough space on my hard drive. So I was deleting some stuff, and I accidentally deleted my video, right? So this is the second time I'm recording this. Well, it's fun. Anyways, so the second one is jokes. Yeah, it was not fun when I realized that, but anyways. So we have our card, we have our title, fun facts and jokes. So let's see what we have right here. That's really cool. So now the next thing that we need to do is inside here we need to put images, right? Images. So we first need to get those images. So there is a free website that we can get nice images. So it's called flighticon.com. You guys from my web development class, you should be familiar with this site. Okay, so we need to download an icon for fun fact. So let's see, let's put space, fun fact. Let's see what we got. So make it colored. click on color. I think this is the one that I downloaded, right? So but you can be creative, you can download anyone that you like. So for you to download this, so you click on download PNG, then you click on free download, right? It will download it into your download folder, right? So I just think that we can get all our icons at once, right, so that we can use it. So you have your fun fact, then we need an icon for jokes. So let's icon, so search for jokes. Again, you can be creative and select anything. So I selected this again, so you click on download, it's PNG, then you click on free download, right? So that's for the, then this one is game, right? So we are going to be creating like a guessing game, so that's why I have guess icon. You can also have guess icon or game icon, it doesn't matter, right? So if you want game icon, you just search for games, but I use guess. So guess right here, so you can select any icon that looks like guess to you, or even use game, right? Then the last icon is quotes. So as you're downloading all these icons, they are going into your download folder, right? Put everything in download folder for now. We're going to move all of them from download folder into our app folder in a minute. So the last one is quotes. We're going to have some nice quotes in our app. So again, be creative, select anything you want. I selected this. Okay, so now that we have everything in our download folder, how do we move it to our app? Okay, so hopefully I'm able to do this. Okay, so assuming that you have everything in your download folder, right? So I mean, I've already downloaded everything and moved them, right? So if you can highlight like all the 4 icons, but if you want to move it one after the other, it's fine, but you can just highlight everything, right? So you right click, then you copy. So to know where to put it in your app, so let's do that from Visual Studio Code. Okay, no, I don't want to do that. Okay, so in here, in your Visual Studio Code, in here, locate a folder called asset. You see the asset right there? See, I've already put all my icons, but I'll show you guys. So on asset, right click on it and say find in reveal in Finder, right? But if you're on Windows, it will say reveal in File Explorer, right? So you click on that, so it comes here. So this is the asset folder, you double click on it, then you paste all your icons in here. So if you copy just one, you paste it, then you go back, you copy the rest of both. Make sure that you have all your 4 icons right in here. So now after that, the next thing that we need to do, since we have all our icons in here, right? So the next thing that we need to do is to put the icon. So we are working on the first column, for like the first row first, right? So and this is the first row, that's fun fact and jokes, right? So let's put our fun fact icon. So we are going to put it inside our Ionic card content. So the code for adding image to your app is the same thing as HTML, if you know HTML. But if you don't know HTML, just know that this is the code to add image to your app. So just that you do that bracket img, then src. So we need to locate, so like src means source. So to locate our image, if you put it in the right place, it should be // then in your asset, then this one is fun fact, then we close the image this way. All right, so for jokes, you can just copy and paste. See, life is so easy. So inside the content of joke, make sure that you are inside here, right? Inside the content, then you paste, then the name of my own file is, so the name of your own image might not be same as mine if you don't download the same thing that I have. So make sure that the name of your image here is the same name that you have in here. Okay, so before we continue, let's see how this looks, right? should be very nice. Wow, look at that. It is very cool. Okay, this is very nice, right? So so we need to add for the next row, right? This row. And again, since the code for this one will be probably the same thing as this, right? So we'll very carefully copy and paste, right? The like this first row to the second row. So start copying from this row right here. So you highlight, you go all the way very carefully and end here, right? Don't go to the grid, right? Just end here. Okay, so you copy, then while you are here, just press enter. You still have to be inside the grid, right? So press enter. You can press twice or thrice, then you paste. So what that does for you is you have a duplicate of this, right? Duplicate of this. Okay, so you just have to change the titles and the icons, right? So the first one here is game. So you see this is the double one, so come here, you say, you can say games, doesn't matter, right? Then the icon for our game, as you can see from here, is guess, right? Because yeah, that's the name of my own icon, guess. Then the next one is quote, so change this one to quote, right? Then my icon name is quote. So let's save that and see what we have. It should be very beautiful. Just look at that. See, building app is easy. You just have to know how to copy and paste and know what you're doing. Okay, so the plan, like the goal is people will come here, you will click on fun fact, it will show them some fun facts. When they click on jokes, it will show them some jokes. When they click on guess game, it will like allow them to play guess game. So the guess game that you are going to implement here is the guess game that we wrote in Python. If you are if you took my Python class, right? So if you have not, I'll advise you to go and check the Python class too, right? So then the code, when you click on code, it will show you some interesting codes, right? So since our intent is for them to click on something, so maybe it would be nice to have like a text down here to say, oh, please select one or something like that, right? I think it would be good like that, right? So let's do something like that. So at the end of this grid, press enter. So let's have a div in here. So let's do div. So inside the div we'll say, please make a selection. Let's save it. Let's see how that looks. Nice, but not really nice, right? So maybe we can make this text to be centered, to be bigger, and to be bold. So that brings us to something called CSS. All right, so if you have not taken my HTML class again, I suggest that you take it. But if you don't know, so like CSS is just a way to make things look nicer. You can use CSS to change text color, background, and all of that, right? So for us to do that, so in our tab.html, right, if you look at the same place, under it there is a tab.page.css, right? So open that, then just write this. If you don't know CSS, you might not know what I'm writing, but just write what I'm writing, right? So do pound, then say select, call it select div, then you call it braces, then you do something like this. So we want the text to be in the center, right? So for us to do that, we'll do text align center. We want it to be big, so that's font size. So the size of the font, let's make it 5 view width. So like this is saying 5 of the view width, so 5 of the width of the entire screen. Okay, so let's make it come down a little bit, right? It's crowding up there, so let's give it margin top. Let's give it like 5 view height, right? So let's save that. Okay, so now that we have it in our CSS, we need to apply it to our div. So to do that, call it, say id is equal to this. There you go. So let's see what we have. Brilliant. See how nice it's centered and everything. I think it would be nice if we make it bold, right? Right? What do you guys think? So again, in the CSS, come here. I think it's font weight. So let's make it bold. Yes, that's nice, right? So you see, so this is the home page. We use grid and cards to design everything, and it's really nice. Yeah, I really love it, right? So I think that's a good place to stop, right? In the next class, we'll probably see how to implement some of these fun facts and all of that, right? But for now, not to give you guys too much, so let's stop here, right? So we'll continue from the next class. Yeah, again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, right? Really appreciate that you guys are learning, and it's really good, right? So, but you know, to kind of encourage me, right, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you are new here, please, you know, try to support this channel and subscribe, right? So we really appreciate that. And on that note, I think I will see you guys. I really love this, you know, just look at it. So I'll see you guys in the next class. If you have any question, please put it in the in the comment section below. I'll try as much as possible to respond to it, and see you in the next class. Bye.